Good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH, as we are getting ready for our varsity contest between the A-Town Tornadoes and the Stark County Lady Rebels here this evening after our JV contest. Very good JV contest we saw just a little while ago, as the final score of that one finishing, it was 2-0. However, after a disappointing first set, A-Town really took it to heart and nearly pulled off that second set. We would nearly still be on the air broadcasting a third and final set. However, it was not meant to be. A 25-23 set number 2. Stark County was able to rattle off a late 4-0 run to cap it off here this evening. And that is why we are about ready to go here for our varsity contest here, as we'll see what the Rebels have in store. Now, like the JV contest, the JV contest, the Stark County lineup, the roster they gave us, not very deep. It is not a very deep roster. If you want to talk about who has the deepest roster, that would be A-Town. However, like I said, the depth of a roster doesn't always determine the winner. Of course, got to be better than your opponent, no matter who steps out there on the floor, even if it's the same person doing a majority of the work. So, with that being said, there are certainly a lot of great players on Stark County. Stark County, one of the better teams in this region of the state of Illinois, but it's going to be interesting to see what Stark County has in store here this evening as we get ready to go here in this matchup between the Tornadoes and the Rebels, as we're about ready to get ready for opening starting lineups and national anthem, I believe, here, which we may actually stay on the air here for our national anthem, as we've got the band literally sitting right next to us. So without further ado, it does look like folks are going to be lining up here for our national anthem. So I will step aside once they start playing here this evening, and if our camera girl, Alyssa, could get us the shot of the flag here this evening, we will stay on for our national anthem. And a wonderful job there by the A-Town band sitting right next to us here this evening. I don't know how much they're going to be playing here this evening, but you know what? We will fight through it here as we get ready for starting lineups here, as Stark County's starting lineup going to be announced. And if we get that starting lineup out here, we'll be ready to go. I could look up at the scoreboard, but that would be cheating here this evening. Number 12 out there for Stark County is Claire Bowser. Number 6 is Hannah Allen. A little easier names than the JV contest, I will say that. Peyton Hillier out there, number 17. Number 20, was that 25 or 26? 26 is Reagan Calder. And number 4 from the JV contest, Sophie Finnegan, the freshman, getting the start on the JV side. So I better update the old scorebook on there so I don't forget all about her. Let's get to the A-Town starting lineup here as they come on out to the floor. Kendra Hendricks out there, number 11, the senior. Just a few games left for the senior. Sophie Kern out there. She is a junior. Maddie Stevens out there as well this evening. Addison Anderson out there. And Charlie Cox. Mia Lujan, the senior, getting the start here this evening for A-Town. I missed somebody here. Maddie Stevens, there we go. Like I said, number 18 out there. And we are good to go here this evening. All right, let's play some volleyball here. Should be a good one if the second set of our JV contest was any indicator of how our contest was going to go here this evening. I think we are in for a good one as we get ready for the opening handshakes here. The officials are in their spots. Different officials, actually the same officials, but different spots. As that male official on the far side of the court, up near the student section. He was on the near side of the court in our last JV contest here this evening. Don't know what his name is. I don't go down and get the referees' names before these contests. However, I know they did a fantastic job in game number 1, and I assume they are going to do a fantastic job here in game number 2. So let's get it underway here, and they pulled triple duty here this evening. They had a freshman contest before this one, which we did not broadcast to you here. However, let's play some volleyball here this evening as Kenna Newton gets us started here as Sophie Kern sends it back over for A-Town. And back and forth in the early going as that one sent wide by number 12, Claire Bowser. So a mistake early for Stark County, and it's a 1-0 start for the Tornadoes. Out to serve, it's Kendra Hendricks, as Hendricks getting that one in. And back into the net, that one goes. It goes down to the floor off the net. Another point for A-Town, a 2-0 start to this contest here for the Tornadoes, who are looking to get off to a very good start here and able to try to hold that lead, as that one goes a little bit long. Kendra Hendricks, just a little too much mustard on that one. A substitution, number 26 out, number 23 in. So Reagan Calder out. Kimmy Salisbury, the sophomore, checks in as the serve, Claire Bowser. Nice play there on the return. Setting it up for Sophie Kern. Sends it down, but not to the floor. Into the net it goes once again. Another point for A-Town. And it is a 3-1 start here for the Tornadoes. And speaking of Sophie Kern, she will be into this one here to serve this one off. Oh, that one might have been a miscommunication by Stark County. Hendricks sends it over, and Hendricks will pick up the first kill of the evening for A-Town. What a play there as Hendricks getting her first one. The first official kill of the evening. A nice effort by Stark County to try to save it, but it was just off the wrong side of her hand. Out of play, and it's 4-1. Kern gets it in again. And a little tip back over the net. Nice play there by Kern. Setting up Charlie Cox. Cox! That one into the defense, but it was on the other side of the net, so it'll be another point for the Tornadoes in a 5-1 start. Give Cox her first kill of the evening. And it goes again off the serve from Sophie Kern. 5-1 our score. And ooh, that one has to go over the net. It does go over the net and down to the floor that one goes. Nice play by Hannah Allen. And the Rebels able to stop the run. It's 5-2. Give Hannah Allen her first kill of the evening. And now out to serve for Stark County is Madison Bloombaugh. Hopefully I say that name right. If I'm saying it incorrectly, let me know in the comments section. Kill attempt, and it goes down for Kimmy Salisbury. Salisbury, her first kill of the night. And it's back-to-back points for the Rebels. 5-3 our score. One kill on the day for Charlie Cox, and that is it according to the scoreboard. Kendra Hendricks sets up Charlie Cox, looking for another one. A little tip back over the net, and she's going to get another one. I've got Hendricks for another kill here in this contest, so 2 kills to lead the way now for Charlie Cox. And the lead is back up to 3 for the Tornadoes. In to serve now is Maddie Stevens. As Stevens sends that one in, I tell you, the serving has been so good. Oh, nice little trick move, tip back over the net. Serving has been really good for A-Town here in the last several matches that we've watched, dating really back to that Bushnell-Prairie City game that we had here on TSSR. As it goes over, setting that one up is Addison Anderson. Charlie Cox sends it back over. 6-3 our score. Setting that one up just a little bit wide. Number 4, Sophie Finnegan, who again we saw in the JV contest. She's got a lot of power and athleticism, although didn't really have a ton of points. Only had 1 ace in the contest, no kills. But she is going to be in here in the varsity roster, and I believe, they say a violation was actually on A-Town, so the point actually goes to Stark County. Don't know what the violation was for, but either way, it is point for Stark County, and it is 6-4. Trying to tip that one back over the net. Allie Peed can't get that one. She knows her mistake. Probably should have went with the 2-hand move there. Instead, tried to go one-handed, and it was unsuccessful. As the serve goes in, that one off the hands of Maddie Stevens. And back-to-back mistakes by A-Town, and we're tied at 6. Give an ace to our server here, Peyton Hillier. And Hillier gets that one in, but it goes just a hair long. So another point for the Tornadoes. We'll make that one 7-6. Let me update my score sheet here. 7-6 our score, and in to serve is Emma Gunther. Gunther, the lefty. She had an excellent service game not that long ago. If I could pull up my stats, try to see if I can get that game that it was. Emma Gunther, though, gonna get another chance to serve, and that one goes into the net. So another point for A-Town, 8-6. Gunther right back over the net. Oh, that one nearly skimmed the net. As that one down and in. They say that one is in by Sophie Finnegan. So I was talking all that much during the JV contest about Carolyn Fernetti, and for good reason. Carolyn Fernetti had put on a show in that contest. However, Sophie Finnegan in and producing in the varsity contest. Finnegan picks up her first kill of the evening. That one goes over, and a violation on Allie Peed, That's going to tie this one up at 8, as they say she hit it twice. In serving once again is Reagan Calder. Oh, and this one, Sophie Kern needs to save this one. It needs to go over now. Hendricks sends it in, and it goes down. As Kendra Hendricks, I think Stark County didn't know where that one was going to go. They certainly didn't think it was going to go there, that's for sure, after looked like A-Town was scrambling there for a minute. Charlie Cox gets that one in. It hits the top rafter, but it doesn't go to the floor. Sophie Kern, a kill attempt, and it's going to go for A-Town. Doesn't go down as a kill for Kern, but it'll be a point nonetheless, 10-8. You know, we talk so much about Fernetti. Sophie Kern is that person to look for here on A-Town. Trying to save that one, but unsuccessful as Stark County. And that should be an ace for Charlie Cox. I'm going to give it to her. Because like in the JV game, I'm feeling generous here, and the scoreboard agrees with me. They did give Sophie Kern a kill. That's kind of surprising for me. I wouldn't have done it, but they're feeling a little more generous than I am in this game. A violation hitting into the net. And another point for A-Town, and they are off to a great start here. We were tied at 8 a moment ago, a 4-0 run for A-Town. We've got a 12-8 score. Charlie Cox in to serve again. Oh my goodness, another service ace for Charlie Cox. Now, I can't remember the game it was. I think it was Galva that we had. Timeout is called by Stark County. I'm going to look at my notes. And I'll tell you which game it was when we come back. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as 13-8 our score. And wouldn't you know it, I can't find the stats for the Galva game, but I believe it was against Galva that Charlie Cox put on a serving show. As she puts on another serving show, back-to-back aces as that one hits the back line, staying in. It's 14-8. And that's her third ace here in just the first set here this evening. And give her 4. Oh my goodness. Great effort by Stark County, trying to save that one from going out of play, but that one goes into the stands 15-8, and there's no question who the best server on this team is. It is Charlie Cox all the way. As that one goes down, oh, and there she is, Carolyn Fernetti. Sophie Kern, the kill attempt. She's going to get the kill as that one goes into the stands. Actually nearly took out her own bench on that one. 16-8 our score. Sophie Kern gets her second kill of the evening. Charlie Cox in again. No service ace this time. Stark County, though, sends that one straight into the net. That one off the hands of Claire Bowser, the sophomore. A lot of young names here as I look at the Stark County lineup. You saw Fernetti in. You've got a sophomore in Claire Bowser in. Kimmy Salisbury, who has a kill. She's in this varsity lineup. Oh, almost another ace there. And then Kendra Hendricks just wasn't able to hit that one cleanly. It goes into the net, and that stops the run. As A-Town checking on Kendra Hendricks, and a timeout is called. We'll take a timeout with them. 30 seconds back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening. 17-9 now our score after the point going to Stark County. So out of the timeout here, we'll see Finnegan serve. Little tip back over the net. Stark County going to set this one up. That one down to the floor. And a point goes to Stark County. Hannah Allen sending that one down. Hannah Allen going to pick up her first kill. Into double digits goes Stark County as they try to get back into this one. Hannah Allen, oh, I said she had into the kill category. She's actually got 2. There's a service ace in return after Charlie Cox was putting on a show here earlier. How about the sophomore Sophie Finnegan, or the freshman, excuse me, Sophie Finnegan producing and picking up an ace. Back-to-back aces, as a matter of fact. Go along with a kill here this evening. 2 aces for Finnegan. And it is 17-12. And give her another one. 3 straight aces in the contest now for Sophie Finnegan. And the lead is down to 4. A-Town needing to get a point here to try to stop this run. Setting that one up, Emma Macomb sends it over for A-Town. Emma Gunther now. Oh, that one hits right down to the floor. Miscommunication for Stark County. as there was nobody there to clean that one up. 18-13 now our score. As my scoreboard a little slow to update there. There we go. The ball back into play. Allie Peed in to do the serving duties for A-Town. Allie, no official statistics on the contest here, but into this one. As a nice play there, Emma Gunther. Hendricks sends it over. Defense at the net. Nice play, and the point is going to go to A-Town after the double hit. Back-to-back points after that mini rally for Stark County. Stark County went on a 5-0 run. Now 2 straight points. And A-Town back in business. They're just 6 points away from taking set number 1. And getting ready to go here. That one a little wide off the hands of Claire Bowser. And that goes out of play. 20-13 now the score. Still in to serve is Allie Peed, the junior. And Allie, oh, she might pick up her first ace. We'll see what the score person has to say about it. And they give her that ace. So I'll give her the ace as well. Allie Peed, her first ace of the evening. Trying to catch up to Charlie Cox, who has 4. 21-13 our score. That one might go into the net. It does go into the net. There was nothing Claire Bowser could do. That one wasn't set up correctly. And that one hits the floor. 22-13, a 9-point lead, and just 3 points away from claiming set number 1 is A-Town. That one goes in. A nice serve once again from Allie. Bowser sends it over. Couldn't really do much on that one. Gunther sets that one up. Sydney Teal, it goes down to the floor. First time saying Sydney Teal's name here tonight. And it hits the floor. It's 23-13, a 10-point lead, just 2 points away. Allie Peed, oh, that is hit awkwardly off the hands of Stark County as they tried to get that one in. And that one, a nice play, but hitting the net, Sydney Teal. So Sydney Teal is going to get called for the violation. That ends the run. What a run that was for A-Town. As I look at some of our commenters, JJ into the comments here this evening. Go Tornadoes, our volleyball team, very good. Yes, they are. Looking very good tonight there, JJ. Looked really good the last couple of weeks, and that goes all to the coaching. I've talked about that all season long. Jessica Lujan really got this team playing well, but a nice kill. I believe that one will go down for Bowser. And another point for Stark County. I was trying to finish my thought there. They're going to give the kill. Oh, they gave the kill, to number 4, Sophie Finnegan. And another point in there for Stark County as they try to rally here. This thing ain't over yet. Not by any stretch. This has been a game of runs for sure. Nice back over the net it goes for Mia Lujan. Oh, and that one hits right down into the corner. Stark County's got another one, and here they come. Here they come. 23-17 now our score. I was updating my stat sheet and didn't see who got the kill on that one. Number 22 in to serve for the Rebels, Kenna Newton. Sydney Teal sends it down. And Teal gonna try to send that one over, but that goes right into the net, and the rally continues. 23-18 now our score. I think the second kill did not go to who I thought it was, so we'll play on. Lujan sets that one up. Emma Gunther sends it back over, 23-18. As the Tornadoes looking to stop the run, but Stark County's going to stop it themselves. That one hit out wide, and the Tornadoes get the point. 24-18 our score. And now 1 point away, Kendra Hendricks with a chance to close out this first set. Hendricks getting that serve in. A little extra juice on that one there. As across court it goes. Hendricks sets up Sydney Teal for the set. No. And right back over the net it goes. It's going to go out of play off the hands of Emma Macomb, the junior. Tried to make a play on the far sideline. Unsuccessful, however. Substitution in for Stark County. 24-19 now the score. And serving that one in is Stark County. Sydney Teal trying to close out the set. Nice defense there from Stark County. Lujan. Hendricks. Now Sydney Teal again. But Sydney Teal sends it wide. 24-20. Only if our football team could be good. Well, you know what? It's been a tough season so far. I think that's JJ on the comments section. Been a tough season so far, but there's a lot of youth on A-Town, and that team's only going up from here as that one hits the floor. 24-21 the score. Another timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. 24-21. It's not easy as A-Town looks to close out set number one. We'll be back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live. Brought to you by MDH. And this has been a fun one so far. A-Town just 1 point away from claiming this first set. However, it has not been easy, as it was 24-17. And it has been a great run so far here for Stark County. It might have even been more than that. 24-15, as a matter of fact, was where it was. A 9-point lead. And now A-Town scrambling to save this one. Emma Macomb gets it over the net. Just need the 1 point as that one nearly hit the floor. It does hit the floor. Hendricks trying to save that one. Or excuse me, Addison Anderson trying to save that one. Emma Macomb coming out of this contest, Sophie Kern, who was getting some much-needed rest. She is back into this one. 24-22, and boy, another mistake right there for A-Town. That one just falls helplessly to the floor, and it's 24-23. I think give the ace to Claire Bowser. She may have just picked up her first ace in the contest. Have to check that here in just a second. Bowser in on the serve again. Well, this one has to go over. Sophie Kern does get it over. They do give an ace to number 12. That one goes wide. However, it is tipped out off of A-Town. We're tied at 24. Jessica Lujan can't believe it. That one did go out, touched off of A-Town, and now it is win by 2. So we're tied at 24. Got to at least see 26. Hendricks gets it to Kern as it hits the floor. Good to see Kern back out on the floor. Sophie Kern makes a difference here after being on the bench. And now it's 25-24. A-Town needing another point here to claim this first set. Oh, and they nearly got it. It's going to be tough. And the ace for Sophie Kern coming in off the bench, and A-Town claims set number one, 26-24. What a great first set it was. A win for A-Town. They were one set away from winning this one. We're back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Neither team needing the 3 minutes in between sets. Usually you get 3 minutes, but both teams were out on the floor with a minute and a half to go on the timer. So we'll reset our scoreboard here, and let's get playing our second set as Maddie Stevens did her best to try to save that one. Stark County on the board here early. 1-0 the score. 26-24 the score of set number one. First time in me broadcasting these home games that we have seen A-Town having to go to more than 25 points. A violation there, or either team really, in a contest that I've done. Neither team has needed to go over 25 points. However, A-Town needed to go to 26 because it's win by 2. Sophie Kern serving that one in, making a difference, coming off the bench. And are they going to give her a kill? We'll see, or excuse me, give her an ace. We'll see if they do. I don't think they will, unless they're feeling really generous here. Sophie Kern did come in off the bench and win those 2 points for A-Town in set number one. So just her presence on the floor makes a huge difference in how this team plays. That's a nice play. Addison Anderson gets it over despite it hitting the net up top. And Kern in on the dig. Setting up Charlie Cox. A little tap right back over. Stark County will set it up. Trying to send it down. Nice dig there by Hendricks, but nobody there to clean it up. Kendra Hendricks did all she could. And yes, indeed, JJ in the comments section. JJ's the only one been talking to me here this evening. I appreciate you there, JJ. If anybody else wants to get in on the conversation with old JJ there, this game is crazy indeed. 26-24 in set number one. We're tied at 2 to start things off. That one going a hair wide. Maddie Stevens sends that one wide. And a 3-2 score. Stark County will take the lead. Leading stat leader, I'll try to get to that here in just a little bit. I'll try to get to that after our next timeout if we get one. But it has been a wild contest here. Charlie Cox will pick up her her third kill of the evening, to go along with 4 aces for the Tornadoes. JJ says anytime. Well, like I said, it is good to have JJ along with us. Good to have you along with us here, even though you're not commenting on anything, excuse me. Still good to have you along with us here this evening. A-Town scrambling, trying to save it as it goes out of play. The point, I got to get back up where we were here. 4-3 the score. Stark County picking up that point. And let me see, A-Town, their stat leaders, Charlie Cox, the 4-ace, 3-kill effort so far. Sophie Kern with 2 kills coming in off the bench there, especially there near the end of that set. One of those kills came to win the set. Hendricks sets up Cox. Cox off the block. Doesn't hit the floor, however. Stark County with a chance. Finnegan taps that one down. Sophie Finnegan, who we saw in the JV contest. She is very, very talented and just a freshman. A couple of very good freshmen on this Stark County team. As that one back over the net by Allie Peed. Little tap right back over. Sophie Kern able to save it. Allie sends it over. And once again, Finnegan sends that one wide. showing off her power, maybe just a little too much on that one. 5-4 our score. Charlie is indeed very good there, JJ. Very, very good indeed. Best server on this team, I would say. Although Emma Gunther, the lefty, she's pretty good as well. Good fastball on that one, however. Does not go down. And that one sent wide once again by Finnegan. Back-to-back mistakes by Sophie Finnegan. We're tied at 5. 2 kills for Sophie Kern, 2 kills for Kendra Hendricks. Boy, Gunther had a lot of juice on that one. And Stark County scrambling. They can't get anything done on that one. The Tornadoes have a 6-5 lead. Little 3-0 run here for the Tornadoes. See if they give the kill, or excuse me, the ace to Emma Gunther. Don't think they will. They have not updated the scoreboard, so I don't believe they will. Gunther gets that one in. There's going to be an ace, however. That one goes back and out of play. Emma Gunther, her first ace of the evening. That is the 6th ace for A-Town. First for Emma Gunther. And it's 7-5. The left-handed Emma Gunther, the junior. Gunther gets it back in. Ooh, Stark County had to scramble for that one there as well. That one goes way out of play off the hands of Peyton Hillier. And it is quite the run here. This is a 5-0 run after Stark County got off to a 5-3 start. 5 straight points for the Tornadoes. A lot in part to do with Emma Gunther. Nice save there at the net. Little tap over by Hendricks. And that one down, but it is wide off the hands of Kimmy Salisbury. Excuse me. 9-5 now our score, a 6-0 run. Gunther gets that one in. Gunther picks up another ace. Had to stand up on that one to make sure that one was going to hit the floor. A timeout is called. 10-5 our score. We'll take a timeout with them back after this as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. 10-5 our score here in set number 2 after the Tornadoes claiming set number 1. Emma Gunther still out there to serve. And Gunther, she might have been iced by that timeout. And it goes straight into the net. A rare error for Emma Gunther, who's got 2 aces here in this contest. And it's now 10-6. As in to serve, Peyton Hillier for Stark County. Stark County in red. A-Town in the green. And Charlie Cox taps that one over off the block, and it's going to go out of play. I didn't think that one had enough pace on it to get out of play, but it does get out of play, and it'll be another point. Give it another kill. Or no, she's already got 4 and 3. Charlie Cox, though, in, trying to serve for some more. She just got herself another ace. 5 aces for Charlie Cox. After a questionable, maybe she got a kill, but she did not officially. But she did get that ace, and it's 12-6. Charlie Cox going for it again. Doesn't get it. Nice save near the stands by Stark County. Setting up Sophie Kern. Off the block and hitting the floor. Sophie Kern picks up the kill. Her 3rd of the night. It's 13-6. And now Charlie Cox out there again. Charlie sends it in. Stark County just looks like they are so scrambling, trying to figure anything out off of Charlie Cox's serve. Finnegan hits it into the net, and it's another point. It's an 8-point lead. 14-6 our score. Charlie Cox, the serve goes in. And, boy, I haven't said her name in a while. Carolyn Fernetti into the game again. Stark County looking to one-tap that one. A point, a violation. Point goes to A-Town. JJ says, man, oh, man, this is always fun to watch. It certainly is, especially if your team's pulling what A-Town's been able to do here this evening. Charlie Cox, the serve. Stark County sets up Finnegan. Nice little tap. Sophie Kern. Oh, little tap over the net. Another kill for Sophie Kern. Oh, boy. I mean, everything is going right so far for the Tornadoes. Charlie Cox gets herself another ace. She's got 6 on the night to go with 3 kills. And it's 17-6. Boy, oh boy, what a run this is. Charlie Cox gonna get another ace. Make it lucky number 7. Charlie Cox. They updated the wrong stat on the scoreboard. They've got her for 5 kills. It's actually 7 aces for Charlie Cox to match her uniform number. There you go. And that one tapped into the net by Finnegan. And right back down to the floor. Another point for A-Town. It's 19-6. Cox gets that one in. And a little tap over. Nice play by Sophie Kern. Nice play by Cox. Everything she's doing right here tonight is correct. Violation. A point goes to Stark County. And the run finally stops. I mean, this was a close contest. This was 5-3. Stark County had a 5-3 lead. Since then, they've been outscored 16-2. That is not good. And I just looked at Stark County's body language. They are not happy, to say the least. 19-7, as you would expect. That one goes over the net, and that one hits the floor. It's Madison Bloombelow. That's what I'm going to go with. Quite the name indeed, but it hits the floor. Her first kill of the evening. And it is 19-8 now. As Gunther sets up Allie Peed. That one nearly hit the floor. Charlie Cox got it. Gunther gets it to Kern, excuse me. Nice dig on there by Bloombelow. And Gunther sends it right back over. 19-8 our score. That one down off the block. That will count. Claire Bowser sends it down. Bowser will pick up the kill. 19-9 now the score. Nice play there by Claire Bowser, her first kill of the night. Go along with an ace, or her second kill, I should say, according to the scoreboard. Little tap over the net. Not enough. Violation is called. Another point for the Tornadoes. 20-9. And I said it, a couple of weeks ago. I said this team's starting to play a lot better. This might go down. And I thought against Ridgewood was one of the better performances I've seen from A-Town this season. This completely blowing me away so far. The team I saw early in the season and the team that's out there now, these are 2 totally different teams. As Lujan gets that one in. And a violation, a double hit. And that will count as another point for A-Town, and they are just 4 points away from claiming a 2-0 win. It'd be the first 2-0 win that we've been a part of since BPC. As Lujan gets that one in. Stark County scrambling. Lujan setting up Gunther. Now Kern, a little tip over the net. And back over it goes. Nice play there by Sydney Teal. Haven't said her name much tonight. Haven't seen her out on the floor all that much. That one off the block. Nice save by Stark County. It's got to go over. Sophie Kern tried to get that one back over, but it was not meant to be. 21-10 now our score. As substitution in, Hannah Allen in for Madison Bloombelow. I really hope I'm saying that name right. If not, I apologize for Madison. That one goes into the net as the freshman Sophie Finnegan the service error, and now A-Town just 3 points away after winning set number 1, 26-24. They look to win this one. Kendra Hendricks sends it in, and there is Fernetti. And Fernetti not making as much of an impact as she did in that JV contest. As a little tip in, Sophie Kern hits that one into the net. And it's 22-11. Fernetti we saw in that JV contest. She had quite the show. 5 kills, 3 aces. Very quiet here. No official statistics for Fernetti in this varsity contest. 22-11 the score. Sophie Kern. Hendricks now back to Sydney Teal, who taps that one over. And they're going to say violation. I think the near side official making the call on that one. And this one back to a 10-point game. It is 22-12. In to serve now is Kenna Newton. Another name we haven't said too much of here today, as Kern sends that one over. As Sydney Teal, now Hendricks to Sophie Kern. The right-handed shot. Oh, she nearly got the kill. It's got to go over, though, and it doesn't. It does not go over in 3 hits. And another point for A-Town. We'll see if they give Sophie Kern the kill on that one. They did not. It's 23-12. Sophie Kern serves that one in. And a little tap right back over. Nice play there. It's back over the net. Oh, what a nice save there for A-Town. That is Mia Lujan making a difference. Just sticking her paw out there and hitting that one in. That one goes into the net off of Peyton Hillier, and it is match point for the Tornadoes. They've got some points to play with. 24-12, although we saw in that first set, you don't want to give Stark County a rally of any sort. Sophie Kern serves that one in. A-Town looking for the win here, as that one is going to go wide, and A-Town will pick up a 2-0 win over Stark County. What a performance, arguably the performance of the year. It'd either be that or the Bushnell-Prairie City 2-0 win. I think this one is definitely a very impressive one. Might be the game of the year so far for this A-Town Tornadoes team. 25-12 our score here in set number 2. We'll recap this one and send you home next as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Adams Experts means business, and not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts. Call today for your free consultation.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call, wrapping things up here as it was a great night for the Lady Tornadoes of A-Town as they claim a 2-0 win over Stark County. Stark County is a very talented team. They've got a couple of girls on their JV squad that are going to be a problem, but I think the issue was that they were their 2 best players, and they're just freshmen. So, I mean, they're going to be around a long, long time, so never fear. In a couple of years down the road, this could be a totally different outcome. But, boy, tonight it was all tornadoes as the Tornadoes were able to hang on in what was a very weird first set. It was a first set where A-Town really controlled much of that first set. They looked really, really good at points, and they even got out to a 24-15 lead before Stark County went on a 9-0 run to tie things at 24. And then I think the turning point of that first set has to be when Jessica Lujan just looked to her bench, pointed to Sophie Kern, got her out there on the floor, and A-Town proceeded to win the next 2 points and win this thing 26-24. Just her presence on the floor. I mean, it looked like Jessica Lujan was playing around with some different lineups in this ball game. Saw some people out there. Mia Lujan got a lot of playing time here this evening. Sydney Teal wasn't on the floor all that much. We didn't even see Ellie Pompeo. I don't know if she was hurt. She's standing out there on the floor right now, number 16, if you can see her in the distance there. So I didn't see Ellie Pompeo on the floor at all. So it was very interesting what Lujan was doing. And then all of a sudden at the end of that first set, she just says, hey, I got to go to my leader. So Sophie Kern came out. They won the next 2 points and won set number 1. And then they just took the momentum and ran away with the second set. As you can see, 25-12. Don't see those scores all that often in high school volleyball. I mean, we saw in the JV contest earlier this evening a 25-14. That's usually about the range you see, 25-15, somewhere around there. You don't see 25-12 all that often. I mean, just a complete annihilation in the second quarter, or the second set, excuse me. And that was all thanks to Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox, her service game, easily the best server on this team, and it's not even close. I mean, the run that she went on for service points in both the first and the second set, it's just mind-blowing. And she's going to be here next year. She's here for the next 2 years. She's just a sophomore, folks. This girl's going to be around a long time here in an A-Town uniform, so going to be very exciting seeing what Charlie Cox can be in her upperclassmen years. But my, oh my, what a show she put on here this evening. She finishes with 7 aces and 3 kills. 7 aces to match her uniform number. That is unbelievable stuff right there. So she would definitely go down as the player of the game. Although you could give it to Sophie Kern, who came in at that right time there at the end of the first set and helped lead the way to that first set win and gave A-Town all the momentum. Sophie Kern finishes with 4 kills here tonight. 2 kills on the day for Kendra Hendricks. 2 aces for Emma Gunther, who got a lot of playing time here this evening. Again, we didn't see Ellie Pompeo all that much, so Emma Gunther may be playing in her spot. And then it was 1 ace on the contest for Allie Peed, who also got a lot of playing time here this evening. Again, don't know what's going on there with Ellie. We assume everything is all right. She looks like she's okay here this evening. So, like I said, maybe it's just a little bit of Jessica Lujan just trying to play around, tinker around with the lineups here. And, hey, it worked out here this evening. Stark County, very tough team, but falling here tonight to A-Town 25-12. And we will be, we're about ready to sign off here, but we will not be gone for long as we will be back on the air back here tomorrow, as we get ready for more A-Town volleyball as North Fulton makes their way to Abingdon. That is the folks of Cuba and Valley. So looking forward to seeing what those fine folks, the folks from North Fulton, making their trip up here to Abingdon for a contest. 6 o'clock, the estimated start time for the JV contest, although we have seen the last couple of contests, we've seen them get off to a little bit of an earlier start. So if you're watching here on this stream, just keep your eyes on this profile. And we may be starting, 5-10 minutes early, depending on how the night goes. And if there's a freshman game, usually if those freshman games get done early, then we will maybe get an earlier start. But just keep an eye open. And estimated start time tomorrow, though, is 6 o'clock between A-Town and North Fulton, which should be another fantastic matchup here at beautiful A-Town High School. But for our wonderful camera girl, Alyssa, here this evening, my name's Wyatt Reed. Thanks so much for watching here. Once again, the final score, 26-24, 25-12. A-Town, a 2-0 win here at A-Town High School here this evening. It's been an absolute blast broadcasting this one. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow right here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.